All right, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel, guys. It is time for my final thoughts on the Divo Knives Tallboy. Let's just lay this out here. This is the Knives Fast channel, so definitely, if you're new here, hit that subscribe and the notification. And for everybody, like and comment. Stick around, have some fun, and check me out on Instagram at Knives Fast. Wow, choking. This is a knife from Divo sent to me by my buddy Kevin, Lefty EDC. This is a prototype of the Divo Knives Tallboy. This guy is in production right now, but I will tell you right off the bat, this particular version is not happening, but that doesn't change my thoughts on the knife and the basic design principles of the knife, which we will go through. Really, really cool. Now, the carbon fiber version isn't happening, but they got plenty of other good ones. I love this circular banding on the handle. The handle is flat, but you have good chamfering on either side that gives you kind of a contoured feel. You have Divo Knives pivot there. And in all cases, I think you have a titanium clip that is reversible. Very cool. And really well done satin hardware. These are made by Kubi, by the way. This guy is beautiful. You have the longest Divo made, but it's not like astronomically larger. We will show you some comparisons here that will definitely run home that this is a fractionally bigger, but still the largest Divo knife. You can see I got a four-finger grip here, and I can actually choke up a little bit right here. Very nice, feels good, no hot spots. That clip is so low profile, feels good. You have good jimping right here that's not too aggressive and not slippy, so very nice. Obviously, with that finger choil, we end up with a very nice sharpening choil. On bearings, drops really nicely. I like that we have studs for your thumb, and we have a hole for middle finger flicking, so really good. Now, can you thumb open it with the hole? Sure you can. Absolutely. Can you middle finger flick it with the stud? No. At least I can. We have a beautiful sheep's footy hollow ground blade with a what I think is a belt satin, very deep there. We'll cut with it in a minute. Flats up here are horizontal satin, very nice. This is in D2, made by Kubi, by the way. And I think the final steel is going to be 14C. But again, these are a ways off. They're just in production. They'll be a couple months down the road, a few months down the road, and you'll see these. And we'll do a more detailed, video at that time. I hope, if I can get my hands back on one. I got to send this to Kevin at the time, but very soon. So one big change here is they have a massive amount of access to the lock bar. What they're going to do is come, what he's saying, from that point to that point and just close this off a little bit. You'll still get a good amount of lock bar access and it'll be fine. I like what they did with the lock bar, where the lock bar is actually cut into the scale. That is pretty stinking cool. Now you got like, let's just flick this open. You got like 25 or 30 on the lockup there, percent. It is a very thin blade. There's a little bit of bending down here at the tip, not much. There's no lock rock, no blade play at all. Very nicely done on this one. And I love, again, hand-wise, this guy is absolutely great. All right, let's get us a piece of cardboard, and we will just show you guys the effortless cutting with this knife. It is very, very thin behind the edge because of that hollow ground. You can see I can easily do arcing cuts there, which isn't easy to do if a knife wants to bind or anything, and this one is definitely not doing that. Now, I don't have full specs, and it doesn't really matter on this one. We'll go ahead and do it because there, it does lengthwise and everything, but weight-wise, it doesn't really matter because this version is not being made. Now, this is just under 8 inches, okay? Like just under. I would call it 15/16, 7 15/16. And the blade itself, 3 1/4 on the cutting edge, 3 1/2, just under 3 1/2 on that. And it is fairly thin. Let's see where we're coming up here. thickest point of the handle's right there. We're just under probably 0.47, 0.48, something like that in the hand. Are you having fun, Trevor? Trevor has entered the building and he's shooting baskets off to the side here on his little mini hoop and missing, of course. Did I say that? He made one. 3.17. But again, guys, it doesn't really matter because this particular version is not happening, but I just thought I'd let you know. Now, let's do what I'm going to call a Divo stack here. So we'll put this guy down here as the biggest. The Tallboy is the largest. I think, if I'm right, the next one up is the actual stout. You can see the stout is not that much smaller. And then you've got the mash, okay? And the mash may actually be about the same. Yeah, it's about the same as the stout. Trevor, I'm going to hurt you. And then we have the growler, which is just slightly shorter. Look at this, guys. This is going to be a tall stack here. We have the lush, okay, which is just slightly smaller. And then we have the pony stout here, which is, again, just a little bit smaller. And then last but not least, the nip, okay? So there is kind of a Divo stack of size. Now, you can see everything they've done is really within, except for the nip, is kind of within a very, small margin of length. Now, I'm not complaining. I am really glad that we have a much larger size, a little bit larger size, and the largest yet on the Tallboy. But it's interesting to see that they play right within this. That's their comfort zone of what they like. So really cool to see that. And now we'll pull all of these off one at a time, and we'll show you guys our normal size comparison. Oh, by the way, I've been asked for this, so we'll do this. A lot of people wanted to see the mash and the Tallboy, and you can see there, we're not talking a lot. We're talking maybe 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch overall difference. Not a ton, okay? So there is that. And then our normal comparisons, of course, we have the Ontario Rat 2 and the Ontario Rat 1. The Rat 1 is going to be quite bigger. The Rat 2 is a little bit smaller. And then just because I know exactly what an 8-inch knife looks like, because I like to make those, here is the Tempest Fractus. We should do the, we're going to do the silver lining just to keep with the weave carbon fiber theme here. And there you go. You can see they are very comparable as far as length. And so that gives you a good idea of exactly what this knife is. And I cannot wait to have one of these in my collection. It is very good in the hand. Very nice. Action-wise, you can see this guy just smooth as can be. Kubi is absolutely killing it. You do have that tip to get down into things, and just an easy worker, in my opinion. Now, they are doing a bunch of variants. They are doing some with dealers. They are doing some on their own. I can't keep track yet. We're still a few months away. So we're going to wait, and we'll do a video, hopefully, showing those variants down the road, from the website, or if I have one in hand, and we'll go from there. So what do you guys think of the Divo Knives Tallboy? I really dig this knife. Again, full 4-finger grip, and even better when you choke up. So you gotta love that. Really, really cool knife design for sure from Divo Knives. So like, comment, let me know what you think. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, and guys, thank you so much for watching the Knives Fast channel. Woo! Thanks, Trev. Thanks, Olivia.